Hey folks, how are y'all doing today? My name is Justin and this channel is Fast Entrepreneur, and today I want to talk about market cycles. Specifically, as you know, on this channel we talk a lot about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I really want to dive in to the cryptocurrency market cycles because this really, I think, will help people that are new to the space kind of understand where this industry has been and where this industry can go moving forward. So, quite simply, Bitcoin was the first blockchain, 2009. There's been others. Bitcoin basically leads the way, and the others seem to follow in their own unique pathway. But here's the deal. Bitcoin has something called the halving event, which is every 4 years. And basically what that means is every 4 years, the amount of new Bitcoin that are rewarded to the miners per block for validating transactions is cut in half. And so I guess the theory being is that, supply and demand. And if you actually if you just look at the chart, every 4 years, it's been very predictable, very, very predictable. There's actually, you can look at charts, the golden bull ratio, where basically after these halving events, we have a certain number of days before, and then we go into a bull run. It's not always a smooth run up, right? It's not always up. It goes up like a step, and then it, comes back down a half step with these corrections. And that's important to know. And then eventually we get to the top of the market, and then the market goes back down in a similar fashion. And then we sit in, these bear markets, or at least we have for a few years before the cycle repeats. Now, we've had these cycles several times now, right? Because 2009, so we've had these cycles, several of them. 2013, 2017, now we're in one 2021 here. But, not all cycles are exactly the same. It's not like they go up, the same way, or they have just one peak. 2013, we went up, had a peak, had a little dip, then had another little, bull run peak before we came down for the bear market. But why do I share this with you? Is because if you don't understand the cycles, then you don't understand where we've been, and you don't understand where we may be going. And I say may be going because there's no guarantee that these cycles will continue forever. But if history is anything, history has shown us. So I guess we use history as long as it holds true. And then, when history changes, then we take that into account moving forward. But so far, so good. So why is this important? Because if you know the cycles, you can and you believe that the cycles will continue or will continue, then you can kind of get an idea of, what we're doing, where we are, when to get in, when to get out, what indicators to look for. And remember, along the way, there have been significant corrections. Like in 2017, there were like 6 or 7 different corrections. Sometimes the market fell back down during the bull run up, fell back down, 30 to 40%. So before continuing to go higher. So, knowing that, so the question is, so I share that this is what we've seen. Now, a lot of money has been made during these bull run cycles, and money can be made on the down cycle, on the downturn too, on the bear market. People can short the market and all, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video. But on the way up, we've seen, Bitcoin, say in the last cycle, between 15 and 20x. That's X times your money. So, depending on when you got in and when you got out. Now, these are gains that you're not going to find any, in most assets, and we've seen them. And the altcoins have seen even greater returns. And so these are the cycles. And I'll throw this out there. There is a thought that, well, at some point these cycles are going to end, or we're going to enter into what we call a super cycle or a deca cycle. Maybe it'll be a 10-year cycle. And that may be true, and as this industry gets to be a little bit more mature, grows up, my thinking is we'll probably get less volatility, and we probably will have, we're probably going to end up with a different future. But I don't know When, I don't know how long it'll be. So, you know, I guess we'll wait and see. But currently right now, we are in just ending the first quarter in 2021. We have entered, we're definitely had a few legs up on this bull run cycle. Lots of indicators are showing that it's probably not over yet. So, you know, but the further and further we go along into a cycle, right, the more risk there is if you are putting new funds in, because a lot of people have already potentially made gains or haven't realized them yet, and they could sell. So, you know, you have to have an idea, figure out what you think the possibilities are during this cycle. So right now, Bitcoin's at 54,000. If I were to take a guess, we probably got a little bit more room that we can grow. And there's institutional money coming in, and then usually at the end you get all the retail people that jump in. The thing goes parabolic, it goes straight up. And that's, you know, when your barber and your grandmother and everybody is asking you how to buy Bitcoin, you probably might want to ask yourself, hey, we're probably nearing a top. But who knows? This cycle could be different. It could be a super cycle. Anyways, I hope this helped you. I hope that you understand a little bit more about Bitcoin cycles, why they're important, and how you can use them to your advantage now and in the future. All right, guys. See you later. Peace.